Wow. Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions of BetCross. Another very beautiful Friday morning. And yet again, we're back with our predictions as usual. Okay. And we always look at football matches that are going across the globe and select a few of these matches and we make parties on these games and using the previous results that they have, that's what we do on a daily basis. And yesterday we are quite successful at that, saying that our games in the VIP special section actually won exactly as we predicted it. And also, we saw the games we had yesterday. We had 3 wins out of 4 in yesterday's games that we have, and today we are hoping to, do better and do very well. And we'll be doing that in a little while. And we'll ask those of us who are coming across our video for the first time that yet to subscribe, take out time to subscribe. Also remember to join our VIP special as well. You find the link anywhere around this video, and or you can look at the description of this very video. You'll find the link to join our VIP specials also there. All right, that being said, without further ado, we head to the business of the day. And today we start with the first match. It is in Ireland for Premier League, or we have Shamrock Rovers will be facing Waterford United. And we know that in the last 6 games for Shamrock, it is 4 victories and a draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 games. And we side Waterford, just 1 win and 3 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 games that they have so far. Okay, and looking at how they fared from home and away perspective, because the home side, Shamrock Rovers, in the last 10 home matches, I've seen them winning 6 games and drawing 3 out of those 6 games, and also drawing 3 out of those 10 matches that they had from home. They actually won 6, and they lost 1. Okay, but Waterford, on the other hand, have won 4 games from away. They've also had a draw, but have lost 5 games in the last 10 away games. The last away game they had sort of losing to Sligo Rovers by 1-0. And on head-to-head, comparison, we could see that the away side Shamrock Rovers, the home side Shamrock Rovers actually won the last meeting from away between these two sides, which happened in last month. It was Shamrock Rovers who won from away on that occasion by 3-1. But also Shamrock Rovers have always dominated against this very side. The last 5 meetings between the two sides saw Shamrock Rovers winning 4 times out of 5. So here we're going with the home side Shamrock Rovers, who have actually won 4 matches in the last 6 games and have been doing very well in recent time to win outrightly here. So we expect the home side winning outrightly. Home win, that's the verdict. Okay, and the next start that we have for you is also in the island, but in the island, lower division, where we have Treaty United, who will be coming up against Harps. Okay, and in this one, we can see that in the last 6 for Treaty, it is 3 victories and 2 draws, as well as 1 loss. In the way side, Harps, 1 win, 3 draws and 2 losses in the last 6 games that they have so far. Okay, when you look at how the 2 teams fared from home and away perspective, you see that the home side Treaty United have actually won 6 matches and 2 draws in the last 10 home games. They've also lost 2 games, and the away side Harps, on the other hand, have managed just 1 win, but have had a lot of draws. I've had 5 draws, and have also lost 4 matches in the last 10 away matches that they had. That tells you they're not the side that wins a lot of games from away. And when you look at how they fared on head-to-head basis, you could see that the last time they met, it was Treaty United who actually won against this very side. That happened in May of this very year. Treaty won by 2-0 on that very occasion. And also, Treaty have actually dominated the last 5 meetings between 2 sides, winning 4 times out of 5 as well. And Finhab also won once. And on that occasion, Finhab plays from home on that very occasion. So here, we are going for the home side, Treaty United, to do very well and win in this very encounter. So we expect the home side to take the day and win outrightly in this very one. So home side to win, that's our value for that very game. Okay, and it takes us to the next for today. It is in Lutnia, 2nd division. All right, we'll have Zaris 2 who will be coming up against Transvaal Vilnius. All right, for the home side, they've won 5 matches and a draw in the last 6 games. And the Transvaal, the away side, it is 5 victories, and also they've actually lost 1 in the last 6 games that they have so far. When you take a look at the performances from home and away basis, you can see the home side, Zaris 2 actually winning 5 matches and drawing 4 in the last 10 home games that they had. They've also lost 1 out of those. And away side Transvaal, on the other hand, have actually won a lot of matches from away. They've won 8 games in the last 10 away matches. They've also had 2 losses out of those. In the last 5 away games that they had, sort of winning all 5 away games. The last away game they had, sort of winning against Sulai by 4-0. That tells you that these 2 sides, are the sides that are quite in good form at the moment. When you look at how they fared on head-to-head basis, last time they met was 2 years ago, and it was a 2-2 draw on that very occasion. So here we are going for the goals to, appear in this very encounter, seeing that, Transvaal have been, averaging scoring over 4 goals in the last 5 away matches that they had. And Zaris too also have been scoring 4 goals, you know, averaging 3 goals in the last 4 home matches that they had. So we expect to see a lot of goals in this very encounter. So we are going with the, over 2.5 to occur here. Minimum of 3 goals in this very encounter. That's provided for that very game. And the next we have also in Luton here, second division, where we have Heman 2 who will be up against Turas too, and Heman too in the recent 6 matches that they had have been able to achieve just 1 victory in the last 6 games that they had. They've also lost 5 matches out of those 6 games that they had. Turas their way side have won 3 out of 6. They've also had 2 draws, and 1 loss in the last recent 6 games that they had so far. Okay, and when you take a look at how these two teams are fared from home and away perspective, okay, which is quite important for us, and you can see that Heman too, the last 10 home matches that they had have produced 4 victories for the home side. Heman too, they've also had 1 draw, but have lost 5 matches in the last 10 home games that they had so far. All right, Turas, their away side, on the other hand, have actually won 5 matches from away. They've also had 4 draws as well as 1 loss in the last 10 away games that they had so far. Okay, but quite noticeable is the fact that the last 3 away games that they had saw them, having a draw on those 3 away matches. On those 3, they drew those 3 games, and the home side, the last home match, we saw them winning against Babrunkas by 4 goals to 2 on that very occasion. So in this very one, it's quite a very difficult match to call. Also, we look at the head-to-head performances. We see that the last time both teams met, it was a 3-3 draw on that very occasion. On that very occasion, Heman too played from home on that very occasion. So, and it happened last year, August 2024. So here we are going with also our goals, because we know that Heman scored 4 in the last home match that they had. And we see Turas scoring 2 goals from the last away game that they had, and they've always scored at least a goal in the last, in the last 6 away matches that they had. They've been scoring lots of goals, so we do expect to see goals once again. So minimum of 3 goals to occur in this very one. That's all Friday for that very one, and that concludes it for us today on Betcraft. Wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes great. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football matches. Sometimes it may not be exactly what we expect. All right. That being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions on this very channel. Do not miss out, okay? And remember to join our VIP special as well. But until tomorrow, keep winning.